Good morning, friends. We have seen in previous lecture phototube and photovoltaic cell, the two detectors employed in colorimeter and spectrophotometer. Now the third one is photomultiplier tube. The photomultiplier tube is also used as a detector in colorimeter and spectrophotometer, especially in spectrophotometer. Now the name itself suggests photon and multiply. So photons are get multiplied here. What is the principle? Photons are multiplied with the help of anode, cathode and series of diodes. Now we will see it consists of evacuated tube containing photosensitive cathode, series of diodes and anode. In photomultiplier tube, three things are present. One is anode, another is cathode, and third one is series of diodes. That means it is more than two diodes. So photosensitive cathode is made from photosensitive material. The high potential difference is applied across the electrodes. Electrodes means cathode and anode. These are the two electrodes. The high potential difference is applied across the electrodes and light is allowed to pass on the photocathode, on the surface of photocathode. So photocathode is made up of photosensitive material. Ejection of electron takes place from photocathode. When a beam of light strikes the surface of photocathode, the emission of single electron takes place. Now, when the monochromatic beam of light is incident on the photocathode surface, at that time single electron is ejected. This emitted electron is attracted towards the first diode. Now the first electron, that is electron, is then attracted. The electron come out from the photocathode. It will be get attracted towards diode, first diode, and strikes the material of first diode. The strike of one electron is capable of ejecting two electrons from first diode. So first diode gives the two electrons. These two electrons are attracted towards the second diode, give rise to four electrons. The two electrons from the first diode will be capable to give the four electrons at the when these two electrons strikes the surface of second diode. That means second diode is capable to eject the four electrons. These two electrons are attracted towards the second diode, which give rise to the four electrons. So multiplication of electron takes place. Similarly, striking and ejection of electron give rise to multiple number of electrons which get discharged at anode. So when the photosensitive material gives the one electron, and this one electron is get captured by the first diode with ejection of two electrons. Now these two electrons from the first diode get attracted towards the second diode with the multiplication, that is 2 and with 2, that is 4 electrons. The 4 electrons come out from the second diode will be attracted towards the third diode. This third diode again will be gives the ejection of electron, multiplication of electron, and these electrons from the third diode will be get attracted towards the fourth diode. So there is a series of diodes are placed, and multiplication of electron also takes place from the successive diodes. Similarly, successive striking and ejection of electron give rise to multiple number of electrons which get discharged at anode. The discharge of electrons at anode give rise to production of electromotive force. Now all these electrons are get collected at the anode where discharge of electron takes place. This discharge of electron give rise to electromotive force, and that electromotive force is directly proportional to intensity of transmitted radiation. The EMF is then fed to the amplifier. The electromotive force is then fed to the amplifier and a readout device. Means what? With the help of amplifier and readout device, we control the EMF. We take the reading in terms of percentage absorbance, percentage of transmittance, and or absorbance. So this is all about the typical diagram, typical theory of photomultiplier tube. Now this is the typical diagram of photomultiplier tube. Here this is nothing but the photocathode, which is made up of sensitive material, that is a alkali or alkali metal oxide. Electromagnetic radiation is bombarded on the or incident on the photocathode. Now here one electron is given out towards the first diode, that is a D1. Now this first diode is capable to give the two electrons. Now these two electrons from the second diode gives the 4 electrons. These 4 electrons again give the 8 electrons, and these 8 electrons gives the total 16 electrons which get discharged at the corresponding anode. The electromotive force is generated when the discharge of electron takes place, and that electromotive force is directly proportional to intensity of transmitted light. This intensity of transmitted light is measured and with the help of amplifier system and readout device. So this is all about the photomultiplier tube. Now there are some we can say advantages of photomultiplier tube. Photomultiplier tube is useful because it is more sensitive. The sensitivity of photomultiplier tube is higher as compared to phototube and photovoltaic cell. Again, photovoltaic cell possesses some disadvantages. It has photovoltaic cell has a high temperature coefficient, and again the response time is also slow. So these are the two advantages of photovoltaic cell. Therefore, the use of photomultiplier tube is we can say useful in any photometry like colorimeter or spectrophotometer. Friends, with this content I conclude this lecture. Thank you very much.